Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Wendt, and today I'd like to give a PowerPoint presentation on homelessness in the city of Chicago. First, I'll start with giving you an overview of my PowerPoint presentation titled Homelessness in the City of Chicago. First, I will talk about statistics of homeless persons in the city of Chicago. Then second, I will move on to what is homelessness, and I'll answer that question as best as I can. Third, I will talk about why people are homeless in the city of Chicago. And my final point will be ways in which we can help people who are homeless in the city of Chicago. First, I will start with statistics of homeless persons in the city of Chicago. Before I start this particular slide, you'll see here that it's divided into two portions. One you'll see is for persons who are sheltered, and then you'll see on the other side that there's persons who are unsheltered. Um, so I'll first begin with the sheltered and then move on over to the unsheltered portion of this PowerPoint presentation as we move along in each slide. So first, I'll start with sheltered. According to a City of Chicago 2021 homeless point in time count and survey report, there were 3,023 people who reside in shelters. And the number of those people who lived in shelters, individuals, they made up about 68% of all the people that were counted. Now, in the unsheltered population, according to a City of Chicago 2021 homeless point in time count and survey reported 702 to 1,454 people who live on the streets or in other places not met for human habitation. And the number of those unsheltered individuals accounted for up to 32%, which was a slight increase than in the previous year. On this slide, you'll notice that there's gender and then race and ethnicity. First, I'll begin with gender, then I will move along onto the race and ethnicity. First, starting with gender. Males are the dominant group who are homeless and make up slightly under 60%. A small number identifies gender nonconforming, which is 0.2% identifies transgender. And then with race and ethnicity, Black African American are overrepresented at 73% of the homeless population remaining stable from 2017. White non-Hispanics make up about 12.7% of homeless population remaining stable from 2017. People of Hispanic and Latino origin comprise about 12% of those who are homeless, which is a slight increase from 2020. On this slide, you'll notice that there's age and chronic homelessness. I will first start with age and then move over to chronic homelessness. So the 25 to 40 and 41 to 60 cohorts make up the greatest portion of age distribution regarding homelessness in the city. People aged from 18 to 24 make up 9.5% of the homeless population. And then children account for 21.5% of the overall homeless population. In terms of those who are chronically homeless, in 2021 there were 475 people in shelters who faced chronic homelessness. In 2021, there were 44 families in shelters who were classified as facing chronic homelessness. Veterans in shelters who are adults experiencing chronic homelessness in 2021 comprised about 7.2% of the population. What is homelessness? Now that I've given you statistics on what homelessness is, I'll talk about what is homelessness exactly. So, homelessness is defined as having no permanent place of residence or home. Most people who are homeless are invisible and often ignored. There are human beings who roam the streets carrying what's left of their personal belongings, for example, shopping cart, book bag, or suitcase. These people often sleep on park benches, beaches, under bridges, stairwells, and abandoned buildings. People who are homeless often sleep and live in the elements no matter what season it is. Homelessness and poverty are both interconnected. People who are challenged by homelessness are unable to pay for their basic needs, such as food, housing, healthcare, childcare, and education. People who are homeless are faced with difficult decisions daily and are forced to make tough decisions with the limited resources they have. The cost of housing typically absorbs most of their income. And most people living in poverty are a paycheck away from an illness or an accident away from being on the streets. So, my second point I'd like to move on to now is why people are homeless in the city of Chicago. So, one of the reasons why people are homeless in the city of Chicago is due to lack of employment opportunities. Jobs are hard to find in their current economy. If a job is found, it doesn't guarantee a way out of poverty for that individual. And then there's been a decline in public assistance is another reason why. So the declining value and availability of public assistance has increased poverty and homelessness. Another reason why people are homeless in the city of Chicago is due to lack of affordable health care. So for families and individuals struggling to afford rent, a serious illness and disability can lead to homelessness. And then another reason is due to domestic violence. Battered women living in poverty are often forced to choose between their abusive relationship or homelessness, oftentimes that we see in the city. Mental illness is another factor that contributes as to why people are homeless in the city of Chicago as well. And with that, there are approximately 16% of the single adult population who are homeless suffer from persistent or severe mental illness, according to the U.S. Conference of Mayors in 2005. And then addiction is another reason why people are homeless in the city of Chicago as well. We see that the relationship between addiction and homelessness is often complex and controversial. And many people who are addicted to drugs and alcohol typically never become homeless. People who are poor and addicted are at a more increased risk of homelessness. My third point I'd like to talk about is, or final point, I should say, is ways to help homeless persons in the city of Chicago. So here are some ways that we can help the homeless population in the city of Chicago. We can respect them as individuals. They are human beings. So because they're human beings, we need to respond with kindness and show compassionate care and learn to practice companionship with them. And I think also another way we can show that we can help them is to advocate for them or volunteer at a shelter, volunteer at a soup kitchen, or donate clothing, or donate a bag of groceries, or give money to nonprofits and bring them food. Oftentimes they don't have enough food to eat. Or you can, if you feel led to, you can develop a list of shelters and use it as a resource to help homeless persons find shelter. Uh, And I found this quote by Mother Teresa to be very good, and I'd like to read it to you. At the end of life, we will not be judged by how many diplomas we have received, how much money we have made, how many great things we have done. We will be judged by, I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was homeless, and you took me in. Another quote that I found to be very insightful and helpful was by a woman named Cheryl Strayed. She says, compassion isn't about solutions, it's about giving all the love you've got. So, conclusion, there are many ways, or there are many people in the city of Chicago who are homeless, and who are in desperate need of our kindness and compassionate care. People who are homeless are human beings in need of companionship. They do need friends. They do need friendship. They often feel alone and think that no one cares about them. And we need to step in and show these individuals and show them the love and care they deserve as human beings. These people need a true friend who will stand in the gap for them. These people often fall through the cracks of the system and often are forgotten as well. And finally, these individuals need someone who's willing to get them back on their feet. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening and watching this PowerPoint presentation. I hope that you found it helpful. And in the final slide here, you will see a list of my bibliography in which I compiled got my research from to put this PowerPoint presentation together. I hope this helps. And in the future, I will be putting up more PowerPoint presentations as well. In the meantime, take care and bye-bye.